Hi there, my name is Eric and I play bass, and today we are checking out the Keith McMillen 12-step 2. So before we get started with this video, Keith McMillen Instruments did send me this MIDI controller, the 12-step 2, to feature and demo here on my YouTube channel. However, I'm not getting paid to say anything, nice about it. All thoughts and opinions voiced are entirely my own, and yeah, just for full transparency. So before we get into, the MIDI magic and all of the things that you can do with it, or some of the things that you can do with this MIDI controller, let's go through a few of the differences between this one and version 1. So first and foremost, version 1 is blue and this one is red. So that's a nice look or difference. Another difference can be found here on the top of it. You've now got a USB, I think it's USB-C, don't quote me on that, but a more modern USB connector. You've got MIDI out, you've got CV out, and you got an input jack for an expression pedal. So on version 1, you could of course hook up an expression pedal without any additional devices. However, if you wanted to use version 1 of the 12-step with some MIDI controlled devices and not USB controlled devices, you had to use the MIDI expander, which is not needed anymore. You just need a I don't know what they are called, the small MIDI cables instead. So this one is now fully capable of sending MIDI on its own. And that's neat and nice. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna walk you through how I set up a preset using the 12-step editor, and I'm also gonna show you a few things in Mainstage so that you can get an idea of what's going on there. So yeah, let's dive right into it. So right here we've got the 12-step editor going, and when you open it up you get this view, you get the chromatic preset loaded up. Here we got a few different pages you can go to. You can go to MIDI parameters, in which you can adjust the parameters of the preset. You can of course change the notes that are being played or triggered. You've got the setlist mode, which as you can see here is already filled up. So this is the order in which the presets are appearing on the 12-step when you're changing presets, either using the select button, just press it and then you press one of the keys and you can see it changes presets, or you can use MIDI messages in Mainstage to change presets, but I'm gonna go through that in a wee bit. So yeah, that's the set list, and then you've got of course settings in which you can set the sensitivity of the keys and also the backlight brightness. So now it's at 0, let's see, and now it's at full. So that's very nice, and it's reacts really fast, I must say. You can also adjust how long you need to hold down the select button for it to engage, so to speak. And you can also change which MIDI channel is being used to change the presets here on the 12-step. So we'll get to that, like I said, in an iffy. So let's dial in a preset, shall we? Just because it's fun. So what I like to do when I do a preset on 12-step is that I usually, as you can see here, I've got a few presets here already, and I've got one called Power Chords Template, which I've used to dial my presets in for a few years now. So I saved that one from my old 12-step and imported it here into the new version. Anyways, let's do it the way that you're probably going to do it if you're buying a new 12-step. So I'm actually going to select the Power Chords preset. And as you can see here, we've got a bunch of power chords, or, root, fifth, octave chords being triggered. And what you can do now is, of course, that you can leave this as it is and just put this on the set list and put it right there, and it's good to go. Or you can have some fun with it. So let's have some fun with it. So let's say we've got a song that's in A minor for ease. What I like to do then is that I like to disable the notes that are not being played, or the chords, if you will, just so I don't accidentally, step on a C sharp when everyone else is playing a C. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm actually gonna clear those keys that I'm not gonna be using. So let's do like so, and so. So now we only got the white notes able to trigger chords, so to speak. So right now, like I said, we got these power chords, and we've actually got 2 notes left to trigger using 12 steps. So let's do that. Let's do like this. Let's add a 3rd and a 5th as well. So we're just gonna stick to the key. So the 3rd will be at the very top of the chords. So E. Anyways, so now we got these 8 chords programmed, and so what I'm doing now is that I'm copying the notes that are being triggered on the E, and I'm clicking on the G sharp, and I'm pasting those chords into that one, and I'm actually changing out the G for a G sharp, so that and we're gonna actually add a D as well, so that we get the E7 chord there. And maybe, yeah, let's do like this. There we go. And now let's name this preset A minor chords, save as. So what we're gonna do now is that I'm gonna and you need to get a bit creative here with the naming, as you don't have all letters available. So A is a chord. So there you have it. Now let's click on set list and click here. And as you can see, this preset has shown up down here at the bottom. And let's click there and save. And last but not least, click on send setlist to 12 step. It now says load, and it's done. And now this is preset number 22 on the 12 step. So that was pretty darn easy. And really, that's all you need to know when you're setting up a preset. It's pretty darn simple to do it that way. There are a few more things that we can tweak out, so we're gonna do that in just an iffy here on the MIDI parameters. But let's go here and let's go into Mainstage, and I'm now gonna add a patch here, and let's see, let's make it a I don't know, what do we want? Let's do a mellotron, because mellotrons are nice. So there we go. And as you can see now, when I'm going between my presets here in Mainstage, I hope it shows, the name here changes. So and that's because we've got some MIDI messages going. So now I'm going to show you how you can use Mainstage to change the presets on the 12 step. So now we got this brand new preset at number 22 here in Mainstage. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to add some external MIDI, and as you can see now, we're going to go for control surface, and we're going to go for channel 10. So, and create. And now we're going to click here on MIDI output and send program change. And let's go all the way to number 22. And that's all you need to do in Mainstage for it to change patch. So as you can see now, it says A chord. And if we go to number 17, it says prayer chorus, and 19 subdivisions, and number 22, it's A chords. And here's what this preset sounds like. So yeah, it works. However, as you might notice, I need to hold down the chords for them to work. And I don't want that. I want them to, you know, latch on. So let's go into 12-step editor again, and let's go for MIDI parameters. And here you can see it says we got key mode, how many keys can be activated. So you've got mono, which means that you can only play one key at a time. If you set it for poly, and also remember to click save and send set list to try these changes out. So now you can play poly chords if you want to, which sounds terrible in this case. So let's go for mono, and here on note mode we've got normal, we've got legato, we got toggle, and we got hold. And as you see here, it says normal notes will turn on when a key is pressed and turn off when the key is released. Legato notes will turn on when a key is pressed and continue playing when released. When another key is pressed, the previous notes will turn off and the new key's notes will turn on. Toggle notes will turn on when a key is pressed and stay on until the key is pressed again. And hold allows toggling between normal and legato mode using the select key. So in my case, I prefer using the legato mode. It works the best for me. So I'm going to show you what that does. So save and send set list, and now it just, you know, plays by itself. Let's try out toggle. So toggle works like this. So toggle means that you need to press the note again. And that can be problematic if you're, you know, if you're planning on building chords using, you know, one note MIDI trigger thingies. That can be pretty cool. I'm going to showcase that to you in just an iffy. But in this case, I find that legato works best. So it's that's the way that we're going to do this. So we've now got legato mode, and the select button, you know, turns everything off. Or, I forgot to mention that, look here. So, pressing the B flat or A sharp now bypasses everything, because that one is sending 0, you know, note messages to Mainstage. But it's also, you know, it's also telling it to, you know, don't send anything. So instead of jumping up here to the select button, you can actually play one of the notes that are empty in this preset. And in this case, it's C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, and A sharp, or, you know, the flat equivalents. So that's the way that I normally go about, you know, programming my presets for the 12-step. I'm going to show you a different way of doing things now. So let's go for chromatic here, and let's see. So yeah, it's already done in terms of, you know, what notes that are being playing here. So let's name this for something. Let's name this. I'm gonna name it blocks, and I'll show you why. B. Oh, maybe I could almost spell it out. So block, save. Now let's go for poly and toggle on this one, and the set list, and let's add it for number 23. Save, send set list to 12-step, And now let's do like this. Let's add a new patch here in Mainstage, and let's do something like that. And just to show you here, click on add channel, add external MIDI, output channel number 10, create, go to MIDI output, click on send program change, and change it to the corresponding number to the preset and the patch. So number 20, and as you can see here, it actually changes as things are going on. So there we go. So now number 22, a chord, and number 23, block. And this preset now. It was a terrible idea to use the xylophone. I just realized. Let's do... It was a terrible idea on my behalf. Let's do some strings. Let's add some... Let's do full strings. Yeah, there we go. So... So now you can either, you know, bypass them by pressing them again, or turn everything off using the select button. So yeah, that's also a pretty cool way of using the 12-step if you want to, you know, build chords live or something like that. Like I said, myself, I prefer using the legato mode as it... as I've been using it for so long that it's pretty much second nature to me to use it. But if you want to, you know, use this mode, go ahead. I think it could be pretty darn cool as well. So, yeah. So the 12-step version 2, just like its predecessor, it's a really solid unit. Doesn't weigh much at all, and I know that they did a video showing how the version 1 was being run over by a truck or something, and it worked just fine afterwards. And I mean, these things are super solid, great MIDI controllers. Keep in mind that you're not getting any sounds with this one. It's just a MIDI controller, so you can't, you know, just plug this straight into the PA and expect lush sounds. You need to have either a Mainstage or something like that, or maybe, you know, a synth module or what have you. And the good news is that you can now use the MIDI output on the 12-step itself. You don't need the MIDI expander anymore to, you know, use a Moog Taurus or the Behringer variant or what have you. So that's a really neat addition to this fine MIDI controller. Like I said, I've been using the 12-step for about 5 years now. I've been using it to, you know, both trigger pre-recorded intros, to play keyboards, to fill things out when there is a guitar solo going on and there's only me holding down the, you know, the harmonic content. And yeah, it's been super solid for me. And this one feels like a really nice upgrade. I might be wrong, but the keys feel even more responsive than the version 1 keys. I might be wrong on that. It might just be my, you know, me thinking, oh, it's fresh and new. But it feels easier to play in a way. It feels more responsive. And yeah, I enjoy the new red look of it. And yeah, what's not to love about the new Keith McMillen 12-step 2? I hope that this video was informative and useful to you if you're considering getting one of these. Like I said, it's been rock solid for me for over 5 years now, and I know a lot of players who are using this one live as well. And yeah. So with all this being said and done, it's time to bring this video to an end. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. My name is Eric and I play bass, and I'll see you guys and gals and cats and dogs in the next video. Until next time, take care. Bye.